What's up, Stat Family? Told you we was coming back with another one. We got NBA Legends explain why the Iceman was unguardable. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let's get it. You already know what time it is. It's legendary. We always gonna salute to the Lord over here. You know that. Promise you. We thank you, Lord, for another one. It's big time every time. I can't get up here and fake it. I gotta be for real. Salute to y'all out there. Hope y'all having a good day, enjoying your day. Because it's a legendary day. Every day you get up and see another one. I promise you that. Shout out to them real legends. We ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We're gonna get it started. Shout out to the Iceman. Promise you. Make sure the volume right.
All of the glass. Finger roll, puts it up and in. George, the Iceman Gervin certainly left his mark in the NBA.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins. And this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fan, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Shout out to Sean David.
Hello, good day to you all. How's it going? My name is Sean David, and I welcome you back to the Basketball Time Machine. In today's episode, I want to go a little bit more old school. I want to take a look at NBA legends, giving their opinion about how good George Gervin, aka the Iceman, really was. But before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. Alright, enough said. Let's get right into it.
Showtime.
Now the first player's opinion that I want to take a look at is from Spencer Haywood, who obviously played against George Gervin. Let's have a look.
They call him the Iceman, Mr. Cool.
George Gervin and I started playing with each other and playing. He played for me in my first AAU team when he was 15 and I was 18. I just came back from the Olympics with my gold medal on my neck and stuff. And so they said, put together an AAU team. And I recruited George Gervin, Bubba Hawkins, and all those guys. And George, I mean, after the first few practices, we were like, he's gonna get 40 every game.
George is one of the best shooters I've ever seen in my entire life, to this day. If you leave him alone, it's a layup. I mean, even if you're guarding him, it's a layup.
Oh my goodness.
That's what made him the Iceman. He was so efficient.
I love to watch him play. When it came to shooting the ball off the boards, there was no one better that I've ever seen in my life.
He was graceful, he was smooth, but he would get you to a position where he would use you, get you off balance, and then take advantage, and he was the master of that.
I love the finger roll, and that's what Jules saw in, but when you start to really study Ice's game, you see it's way deeper and more diverse than just that. He had all the tools in his bag as far as mid-range, three, layup, transition game, cutting game. He can pretty much do it all.
You can play great defense on him, and next thing you know, he throws his finger roll, he throws his hook, and you thought you played great defense. You did play great defense, but not good enough defense to stop George from scoring.
Right.
One thing that George Gervin did that I still haven't seen anybody in the game do, he used all of the glass.
Sure did.
And he would spin it, and it would hit the top of the glass, and it's almost like he would spin it up, and you would hear it go, yeah. And it would just come straight back.
George Gervin was so good that there was nothing you could really do defensively against him because he had the moves, he had the shooting touch. He had the imagination, and he had the ability to create everything for himself.
Iceman, that's my rookie right there. You know, he's, I see him today. I mean, I'm 71 and he's 69 probably, maybe 70. I said, come here, Rook. I need a soft drink. I need sugar for my coffee, whatever, you know. And he responds to it, and we just laugh. So we have come full cycle right from that first day when he showed up, and he had to shoot for his contract, and he was out there dropping 3-pointers like they were free throws. I'm like, oh, we got a special guy here.
Everybody know Iceman, baby. You know George Gervin. You know, I mean, kids-wise, you know, I'm gonna say I'm George Gervin. They say, who? Who are you? I say, Iceman.
George Gervin, the Iceman. George Gervin was so far ahead of his time, it was unbelievable.
This guy stands out there and he shoots, 3-point shots like they're layups, and he shoots layups differently than anybody else.
Check that shot out. Ultimate finger roll.
One thing that I could do is finger roll.
Finger roll. Finger roll.
And the Iceman, what a play.
I just think that was just a great shot for me. Because hardly couldn't nobody block it. You know, you just roll it over their fingertips, you know, and they think they got it and it just roll over.
I know the Iceman poster. I had that poster.
Silver sweatsuit, ball on each hand.
Sitting on the block of ice with his legs crossed.
Best poster ever.
I entertained people. They knew when they came to see ice, you know, they were gonna at least do this one time. Oh, good shot.
And the next player's opinion that I want to take a look at is from Steve Smith, who was a huge George Gervin fan back in the days. Let's take a look.
Well, George Gervin certainly hits a little closer to home for you.
It does, Jared. And he's a Detroit native from the east side of Detroit. He's the reason why I love the game of basketball. Not only that, George Gervin was one of these guys everybody loved, but being from Detroit, I got a chance to see him, talk to him, be around him, pick his brain, and he's always been that guy for me that I got a chance since from an early age I can count on asking questions, you know, as a guy in high school. Then as our relationship continues, here's a guy I can pick his brain, talk about the NBA, and then I got a chance to play in San Antonio, the same organization that he made a lot of things famous, you know, like the finger roll. When you start going back to guard shots, George, the Iceman,
you got
finger roll.
Finger roll.
Yeah. The shot of all guards.
Yeah, that is a signature move.
There was one thing that George Gervin did that I still haven't seen anybody in the game do. We were taught, you know, use the backboard is your friend. Everything's got to be in the square, bank it in the square. George Gervin used all of the glass.
Sure did.
I mean, I would watch him practice warming up, and he would stand and he would spin it, and it would hit the top of the glass.
Yes.
And
25, 50 in a row.
Yeah, and
trickle down.
And it's almost like he would spin it up, and you would hear it go, eek! Yeah. and it would just come straight back down. He'd do a right hand, left hand, any part of the glass. I mean, any part of the glass. He could find a spin or something to make it work. Whereas 99.9% of the players playing, we have to put that ball
right there
in the square to make it go in.
Gervin, the Iceman.
He was developing the finger roll when he was 15. At that time in Detroit, we used to love watching Wilt Chamberlain finger roll. So George, you know, developed that finger roll, and he was above the rim anyway, so he just laid in nicely, beautifully.
Oh, Gervin, wow. Very difficult shot, really is. You know, you got the little runners, get the little push shots that these guys have. But not many people got that little finger roll, where it just rolls right off his fingers and just rolls right in. Over 7 footers, didn't even matter. And if he had to throw it up a little high, he'll say stuff like, get the next one. He's stretching out. I mean, he's talking while he's doing this. Oh, yes! George Gervin with a tremendous one-on-one move.
He had incredible style, and one of them was the finger roll, you know. So I said to George, you know, you're not really the first person to do the finger roll. It was Wilt Chamberlain just kind of dumped the ball in, finger roll. George said, hey, I just took it to another level.
Yeah.
Iceman.
Ice was really
Definitely
cool.
did.
That's what he was on the court. He was real smooth on the basketball court. He was good under pressure. So I think that nickname was very cool.
I didn't sweat much at that time, you know, because I was 160 pounds, so I didn't really have that much water in me to sweat, so that's how I really got my nickname. You know, Fatty Roland Taylor and Julius Erving started calling me Ice, and I'm Ice.
Back then, when you went to see Ice in person, they didn't have the scoreboard with the points. So then they would say the points at the end, and you'd watch the whole Spurs game. You'd be there in the building, and they'd be like, blah, 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 blah. And George Gervin had 43. You'd be like, George Gervin had 43? I thought he had like 24. And it was like, no, he had like 10 points a quarter. And then in the third quarter, he had 13. And that's how he got to 43. And it's like, I was there. I didn't even know.
Jerry West, the logo, once said there's one player he would pay money to see play. The Iceman, George Gervin. I'm telling you, you kids just don't know how good George Gervin was. When the topic of the best scorers in basketball history comes up, you hear the usual suspects: Kareem, Michael, Wilt, Kobe, James Harden. But there's one name that's too often left out of the discussion. That of George Gervin, the Iceman, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Here's why. Number one, the Iceman's resume is beyond impressive. 9-time NBA All-Star, 3-time ABA All-Star, 1980 NBA All-Star MVP, 7 times All-NBA, including 5 first-team honors. The Iceman averaged more than 26 points a game during his NBA career. That's more than Kareem, more than Kobe, more than Karl Malone, more than Larry Bird, more than James Harden, Oscar Robertson, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on.
Free throw line.
Those finger rolls from the free throw line, or even from behind the backboard. He could score at will. He could score inside, outside. He was just a great player.
And this may go.
The shot is good by Gervin.
So how good was George Gervin, aka the Iceman, in my opinion? Well, not only was he one of the greatest scorers that we have ever seen, but when I talk about and think about the 1970s and 1980s NBA basketball, he's always one of the first players that come to mind. So much love to George Gervin from my side. And to you guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.
Finger rolling from the free throw line with the right hand and the left hand. What? Stop it. Now we see where y'all get it from. Y'all see where y'all get it from now, right? The real legends. The real legends been doing everything y'all been doing. That y'all doing now, it done been done before. They just don't show light on it. They couldn't do nothing with the Iceman. But I gotta watch some more footage though. I gotta watch some real games. George Gervin, the Iceman. I gotta watch some real games. Ain't gonna lie to y'all. Say we don't get up here acting like we done watched all of it. No, we ain't watched all of it. That's why we ain't done with the 90s. We ain't done with the 80s. We ain't done with the 70s. We ain't done with the 60s. We ain't done with the 50s. We gotta watch it. Even though when we get done, we still ain't gonna be done because we're gonna watch it again. It's legendary, I promise. They couldn't do nothing with Unc out there, man. And then I ain't even know Unc played with Jordan. Jordan what? Rookie season? He was on the damn Chicago Bull. I said, damn, that's legendary right there. That's big. I'm talking about you had real legends out there with real legends. Real Hall of Famers. Come on, man. That's big right there. They couldn't do nothing with you, Unc. The Iceman, that might be the best nickname of all time. The Iceman. That's big. Real fans, remember, if you're a real fan of the Iceman, let me know you're a real fan in the comment section below. If you don't mind, let me know how legendary he was. Let me know how historic he was. That's the real San Antonio Spur right there. When I see a Spur, that's what I'm thinking about, the Iceman. It's big. It's legendary. Shout out to them real legends, though. Promise you can never go wrong watching them real legends. Sean David, we thank you for the video. It's legendary. You keep me updated. I like that. Keep doing your thing, Sean David. Shout out to the Basketball Time Machine. Thank y'all, Stat Fam, for watching the full video. We're going to be back with another video after this video. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be safe. And y'all be good. You know what?